Judge Caprio asked which violation she wanted to address first, and she chose the most recent one, which was the school zone speeding ticket. She explained that she was not familiar with the area, but did not want to use that as an excuse for her actions. She was trying to get to work for an event and was running late. Judge Caprio then asked her what she did for work, and she replied that she was an account manager for a manufacturing organization in Rhode Island. He questioned if she was a sales rep, and she confirmed that she was, and that she oversaw the Midwest with 2 other colleagues. She mentioned that she had taken PTO to come to court. Ms. Rush then asked if her good driving record could be taken into consideration for her speeding ticket, as she had parking tickets from 2009 and 2004 that she had not paid. She explained that she had not paid them at the time because she was probably still in college or didn't have the money. However, she did mention that she had a decent driving record since she grew up many years ago. The judge dismissed the 31 miles per hour speeding ticket in the school zone, citing a possible calibration issue. However, he still needed to address the other 2 parking violations. The one on the sidewalk was from 2004, and Inspector Carrick was present in court for it. After some discussion, Mr. Caprio decided to fine Ms. Rush $30 for each offense, as it would cost more to obtain the information from so long ago. Ms. Rush thanked the judge for his decision, but before leaving, she shared a personal story about her father. She was the youngest of 7, and her father had fought in Normandy during World War II. He was in 5 battles, including the Bulge, and was only 19 when he went to war. Ms. Rush was born on June 6 many years later, and her father used to joke that none of his kids would be there if he had been on the beach that first day. However, towards the end of his life, he started to talk about the war, and it was clear that it had been a difficult experience for him. Judge Frank was moved by her story and encouraged her to share more about her father's experiences. He felt that these stories were precious and needed to be preserved for future generations. Ms. Rush thanked him and left the courtroom, grateful for the opportunity to share her father's story. Ms. Kathleen Rush recounted a story to Chief Judge Frank Caprio about her father, John Rush, who was a young soldier during World War II. John had been on a U-boat and had been weighed down with heavy gear as he made his way towards a fence, where his sergeant had instructed him to keep his eye on. Kathleen remembered that her father said he couldn't recall how he got over the fence, but was just glad that he did. She mentioned that her father was only 19 at the time and that he had found the experience to be frightening. Kathleen also recalled her father's trip to see the movie Saving Private Ryan with her brother, who was annoyed that John left 3 minutes into the film. Judge Caprio shared his own memories of World War II, including the spirit of patriotism and the sacrifices that families made during the war. He mentioned his cousin, Almond Caprian, who had died in the war, and how his family had been affected by his death. Judge Caprio asked Kathleen about her father's rank and last name and ultimately dismissed the case, thanking John for his service.